welcome to another week on Autograph. And in this week I'll be showing you how I made all the shots, the style frames, the videos, the motion graphics, and every like little cut you have in the video. I'll be showing you how I made everything on Autograph. So the first thing you want to do is come up with an idea. So for this project, I had an idea about trying to make a mundane video for a product. So it's more like a new launch of a product. So this is actually good for creatives or creative directors or designers or motion graphic designers. So the first thing I did is gathering my mood board, and after gathering my mood board, I have some reference shot that I was going to use in creating the style frames. And let me just show you real quick where it all began. So I will be showing you how I made this in a quick step now. I'm going to start initially with the different shots of the videos. So what you want to do first is have a quick like style frames for the videos. That's like a generated video. So what you definitely need to go through is to go down to the buttons you have here. So this is just an opportunity to show everyone another hidden properties that you have in Autograph. And when you come down to the tools area, this is where you can generate anything you want, like images and videos, and it comes with where you can upload images and majorly your references. And here you have the button where you have the settings, like the control, what idea do you want to create, like the aspect ratios, the number of outputs. So you have the length of the video as well, and the models. You click on the button here, you have the different models that you have, like view audio, view silent, cling. You want to start with generating the images. So what you need to do is start up with Nano Banana, and that's what you do. When you click Nano Banana, that's where you're going to be generating your images from. Then when you come here to upload like your images, like your references. So what you want to do in generating your frames is getting your references, and because your references is key to the idea of the shot you want to make. So it's more about like just directing what you want to see in your scene. So in my shot, like for this initial shot that I have here, what I did is add my reference and try to direct it with using the reference. So what I needed basically in the shot was I needed the foam, I needed the water, I needed the painting props as well in the shot. So what you want to do is direct Nano Banana in the idea of the shot. And one thing I did was directed the shot to be is as I create a liquid button soap product like in the reference, and make the shot looks like the reference image, and make the product and change the props in the shot to other painting props. And those are the prompts that you want to use in having this directive idea. And after generating the shots, which I can definitely show you in this video. So after generating the shot, what you want to do is come down to your control area. After clicking the layer, once you click the layer, you can able to come down to your control area. That's the dynamic property where you're gonna see more controls and more steps that you can take to continue the shot that's in actually generating the video content. So what you initially do is come down and add your frames. The current style frame, that's the style frame that you want, that you've created. You have them here. You can decide you want to use Kling. You can decide you want to use Kling or you want to use view silent. So for this shot, I actually make use of view silent. And after you put my style frames here, then this is the kind of prompts that you want to do. You just want to direct more on what you want to see. So what I did was shower of foams dripping on products and surrounding as camera zooms in into the frame slowly. So you want to do is making the frame go slowly, like you want the camera to just go slowly to the frame. And then you need to put in more like tags to give an idea of what to expect, like cinematic shots, minimalistic, editorial, and focus more on the products and details of the dripping foams on products. So these are the kind of prompts that you want to make use of in generating the video. And one thing about this is that you can generate as much videos you want until you probably like get what you basically want. So that's basically what you need to do. And after generating that, this is what came out of the video initially. And the next shot, obviously, which is like a close shot, is something really similar. So basically all you just need to do is just like keep on directing the shot like you want, and is maintaining the idea of like shower falling on products and foams dripping on the product basically. So I'm gonna definitely drop down the prompt that I use for these ideas. Yeah, so after you've generated like the different layers of videos that you like, So the next thing is just actually just figuring out the different key areas that actually sells more on the idea that you've initially like started with, because at the end of the day, like all the video, all the different like seconds of the videos you've generated might not entirely be okay, might not be entirely like properly like done. So obviously you just need to figure out like the areas where you need like different cuts, right? So that's what I did in trying to like sequence each videos like you have in the layer here. So what you're just stacking them over each other, just like the way you just stacking videos in every other like software too. It's just like stacking videos basically. So after like just figuring like the areas and the timing where you want like the videos to like have a cut, basically then you can stack your video next to it and drag. So if it's looking a little bit like difficult for you to drag, you can switch off like the magnet button. So basically this magnet button is just like helping your video to stack up to each to an even timeline on your video, so you don't have to worry about like where you want to cut, basically just like this. Like you see the way you're just stacking up to where your other video is. So that's what the function is there for. Sorry, excuse me. So what you want to do is basically like just switch off this and try to adjust as much, like in a way it just gives you more control basically, and that's what it does. So after like sequencing this video, this is what you basically get. I mean, this is my own creative idea, this is my own creative plan basically, and they made me come up with this idea, and that was what I want. I wanted the ending to obviously look that way, where the shot just stays calm. There's no water pouring anymore. It's just like the foam just dripping down the bottle basically. I have other beats, like this is just for the generative video, right? So we have the other side where you have the motion beats, where you have different shots of maybe like the plant and the bottle itself, how it looks like in different like frames, and maybe the leaves. I also generated these images. So this obviously was done using autograph components basically. So that obviously I'm going to show you in the next video, but I just want to show you how you can generate these videos first, then we can figure out how you're going to do this on autograph.
Watching and have fun creating with Autograph.